Hey, hey, welcome to Life with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about what to do when you don't get what you really want. We've all been told at one point or another how life isn't fair, right? Well, yes, this is true. Simply knowing this fact alone still doesn't make us think or feel any better, right? When something that we really want, we don't get, right? But here's the thing. When this happens, there are ways of handling the situation that are far more productive than taking on an attitude of defeat and feeling sorry for ourselves. So I have a couple of key things to consider during those times when you're really disappointed because you weren't able to get what you really wanted. So the first one is appreciate the needs that you do have. So being able to separate the things you need from what you want is extremely important in life. All around the world, there are people who don't even have the most basic things that most of us take for granted. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to go after other things than your basic needs. Not at all. But try to avoid getting these things mixed up. I'm not your mom telling you to eat your peas because they're starving children in China or wherever. That's what I heard as a kid. Sorry. But I'm not saying that you can't have what others want because others don't have it. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying try to appreciate what you do have. Sometimes appreciation can help you see the overall picture. And if you look around, whenever you don't get something that you really want, if you look around, I can guarantee you that if you really think about it, you can find something in your life that you do have that will kind of help balance it out. And if you were to go through life getting everything and anything you ever wanted, how much do you think you'd appreciate those times when you actually do get what you were going for? Sometimes it has to be that we have to have the clouds before the sun, right? I mean, I'm not trying to make light of it, though. Another thing, just honestly reflect on why you didn't get it. So this is super important. As time goes on, we all have situations or things that we can look back on that didn't work out, only to realize that what seemed like a tragedy at the time clearly actually worked out for the best. I know, crazy, huh? But seriously, I bet if you look back, you'll find those things. You were devastated. It was horrible. But then after a couple of months or weeks or maybe even days went by, then you start to see that it was better that you didn't get that, right? But when you're in the moment, most of the time it's going to be impossible to realize that what you didn't get this time was a good thing. It's really hard to see that when you're in the moment, right? Maybe this not getting or achieving that thing you wanted so badly was actually a fork in the road, redirecting us to something much better. That happens too. But so it's almost impossible, like I said, to when you're in the middle of it to see it. But try. Seriously. Whatever you're feeling like you missed out on, the thing that slipped through your grasp, make an effort to at least try to glance up the road. If you do, you might be able to see that this failure could very well be to your benefit, even if what you wanted might not be harmful or a detriment to your life moving forward. The sheer disappointment of falling short can easily provide the motivation you need to go after something even better. Hi, Chris. Every day I state 10 things I'm grateful for, even indoor plumbing. Exactly. Oh my gosh, indoor plumbing. It's true. We take these things for granted and we have so many things that we are grateful for. But, there's so many examples of people achieving fantastic things and crediting their success to past failures, right? Story after story. So, okay, so what if you have done these things, but you honestly still believe that you're supposed to have that thing that you wanted, right? If that's the case, then regroup and try again. Don't give up now. I can guarantee you, most of the things worth having are not going to come easily. That's just the way it is, right? If this were the case, they wouldn't be nearly as fulfilling when we do get them. Sometimes the harder we work for them, the more it means when we get it, right? But if something that you didn't get or achieve is still constantly in your mind, then that could very well be a sign that this is meant for you. Maybe just not right now, or maybe just not the way you're going after it. And you're the only person that can determine whether or not something is right for you. So once you've made that decision that it is right for you and that this is what you want, then be ready to fight for it. Sure. There's tons of motivational quotes we can talk about, right? I mean, fall 7 times, get up 8, fall forward, But the fact is, the life of a successful person is filled with failures. We all fail over and over and over again. It's how we learn. You have to have that failure to figure out what didn't work, right? So it's how you deal with those failures that separates winning in the long run from going through life resentful and feeling sorry for yourself. Don't ever allow yourself to give up in the pursuit of anything that you truly believe is supposed to be yours. Seriously, you got this. So go after it. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Can you think of times when you didn't get what you wanted and you were devastated, only to figure out later that maybe it was a good thing because it opened up something better? What kinds of things help you to keep going after you've had that disappointment like that? Please get down in the comments and share your thoughts. I would love to hear your stories. Thank you, Chris, for being live with me today, and anyone else who might be live who just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.